So Iron Hearth is... can't get there.
I cannot. Do you have eyes on this?
I bet the twist is Ashengrave is the one who's done all this shit. Consider it now. Second ping we don't recruit from halfway dead. So you're so narrow-minded. What do you need? The Grinning Bleeders. We have a long storied reputation as killers of the highest order. Before I was boss here, I ran with the Broken Shits, the Salty Nightmares, and the Trap Gang. Everyone made the name for themselves during the war. You made up at least 2 of those gangs. Don't even bother denying it. Just be careful what names you toss around when there's a former boss standing within earshot, you little pissant. First, so kind of you to chime in with your corrections. In any case, he has to join as his favored. Which is out of the question. I've explained numerous reasons why we can't allow it, but the wretch won't listen. Is this accurate? It is. We're not looking for special treatment. It's just the beginning, seeing as we're healthy, fit, and combat ready. The Ironclad should have no reason to refuse us, especially when they're low on number. This may be true, but there's no excuse to pollute their respectable ranks with this company. We're more than capable. Put a weapon in our hand and send us any suicide mission, it'll be immersive compared to what we faced under the voices in Herat. That much is true, at least. There's something to be said for a general who isn't going to gut you in your sleep because it suits his flair for the artistic. Those are the first fair words I speak. You speak about General Ash. Perhaps you are coming around. And you count on being the last, you overfull pinmate. You want me to decide on the matter? You must know Kairos' law back and front, and I trust you know our traditions well. If it peels this lamprey off my sight, I'll allow it. Why can't recruits join as favored? Most of us would rather swallow our tongue than take orders from some rigid officer who talk his way into leadership, but each their own. Where do I start? Not only does Ashengrave handpick as his favored from the decorated northern stock, he takes personal interest in our training and education. We are his sons and daughters. To accept anything less into our ranks would hold the very process contempt. Why does this interest is favored? Better training, better quarters, iron weapons is favored to have everything we wanted out of joining the military. We want to serve Kairos to the best of our ability. Is that asking too much? Old Ironclad here seems to think so. Why did you leave? Our gang bosses fell in the last battle of the well. We saw how the disfavored operated and realized it was a chance to better our life. A longer one, too. Desertion happens every day in Scholar Chorus. I can tell you that we won't be missed. What is my help worth to you? We're playing a game, are we? I imagine a few pocket handful of rings, a fair start to a trade life. Yeah, just be civilians. They're gonna murder people, aren't they? We've seen too much in the Scarlet Chorus to return to normal, but I won't deny putting down roots is a tempting idea. In time, the Chorus may just conscript us over again. As long as it gets him out of Ash's fort, it will suffice my needs. Thank you, Lifebinder. Welcome, Tunon's agent. Tell me about the Scarlet Course Lieutenant, little magnet contours of the Callow village. Good, I'll handle it. Questions before I go. Where were you during the conquest? I dug latrines. Tell me about your home in the north. I hail from Belmere. How did you join? Looking for worthy talent. There was a melee tourney. Familiar tale of my own heart. Okay, so I got things to do for these peeps. Alright, that's a bed. Iron Walker. Who's over here? Hello? All the money! You must be the Fatebinder of Tyranny. Welcome to the Iron Hearth. I'm sure that Grave Ash appreciates any help you can offer. The circumstances have a way of coming together so that its favors are always stretched thinner than we'd like. What can I do for you? Why are you so overworked? We're trying to shoulder the brunt of this civil war without the strength in numbers. The Scarlet Chorus can throw thousands of disposable bodies without issue, without a second thought. We are forced to be a little more discriminating. We may be trained to deal with the stress of combat and all-night drills, but we're fatigued even by the high standards we set ourselves. And I need the burden agent of court with any misgivings. Once the war is over, the tears are properly subdued. My hope is that Kairos distracted some relief troops to sort the occupation. We all deserve a rest. The court is always receptive in need of soldiers. Your point is noted. That's very generous of you to say, Fatebinder. I'm grateful to know that somebody's listening. Where were you during the conquest? When the Edict of Storms hit, I spent some of the time in the rooms to start digging survivors from the Legion. I didn't find much. You must have moved on by then, or else we would have assembled a team to excavate you. My prison moved with me. There was no reason to tarry. I still think the brothers and sisters we left behind. Sometimes I can imagine I hear their voices carrying on the wind. Hello? Even though you're not a fully fledged disfavored recruit, I've been authorized to grant you purchasing rights from our store. Within certain limits, of course. What limits are those? Nothing personal, I assure you. Graven Ash wants us to control our prize. Okay. Understood. Let's see what you can offer me. Alright. I got a lot of shit. To give to you. Take all those. Do I have this? I'll see in a second. Alright, inventory. I have a lot of shit to do. Alright, so... Is it better than the other axe I have? No. I'm gonna put this in party stash. Oh, javelin. Oh, I gave you a javelin. This is a better javelin, so take the better javelin. What is this? It's a thing. Is it better than what you have? Two-handed dagger. What about what you have? Less DPS, but more accurate. Alright, what we got for armor? Definitely better than what you have. Alright, can I do we have anything I can learn? I already know that sigil. Can be made, spiders upgrade with proper materials. Alright, okay, we have lots of stuff. Alright, I want to keep the quill though. Scroll. Have that. Bronze dagger. All these helmets. I think that's it. Alright, let's take a look at this sigil. Alright, we got a lot of new stuff, so... I just want to play around with stuff. Alright, what can we make? This spell is very inaccurate. That doesn't sound great. Consult routes. Reduces the cooldown of spells. Provides spell speed. Let's try it. And then we can give it 40. That's 60. Nice. Assign it to you. Now let's try one of these life guys. 26. Nobody has that. Nobody has that. Alright, so I always like to have at least one health sigil. Alright, now Frost. Frost is fun. I've been liking it. We'll do intensity. I can probably give it something else. No, that's 80. That's 60. That reduces cooldown. Or assign it to myself. Nah, too far. $35. If I give it... Don't want to give it range. Don't want to give it recovery. $55. 5. Alright. You guys have to learn to heal. Alright. Let's do... See, force is fun, but... Let's try it. I think you should get illusion. We should do illusion, guys. It's 45. That's 2 less. It's also... Alright, and I can learn a bunch of shit more. Let's try it. Now we're gonna do this with intensity and recovery, and I will assign that to myself. I want to have fun with it. I want to see what I can do with it. I think we need another far off spell for her. Distance. Oh, that requires 70. Fuck that. No, she's almost there. Alright, and let's give me a couple more spells. Let's play around with this concussion one. Oh yeah, these are the same. Yeah, those are the same. Never mind. Is that all I can get? Alright. And... let's get a close one. Oh. 45. I can almost apply stuff to it. Alright, let's work with this and see how we do. These sigils are pretty fun. Alright. Who am I gonna talk to? Oh, box. I'm getting quite a bit of money. I'm happy about that. I bet Ashen Grave is...
What is it you need? Now we're working with the disfavored. You want my advice? My advice would be to get close to Graven Ash and plunge a poison. Well, if you're working with Graven Ash, I'm not saying it's a quick plan. Ask away. Not entirely sure. Which is to say, there was a time I studied my enemy in great detail, but I've recently come to learn that much of my information was little more than lies and misdirection.
Well, you know about Siren. I'm sure there may be younger Archons in the historical record, but Siren is an unusually powerful child. It's said half the Scarlet Crusade was recruited by Siren's persuasive song, and I'd not doubt it. I know that the voices of Nerat put a shackle on her power. Perhaps feared she'd become more favored of the rabble. What do you know about the voices? He lives up to his name. If he weren't so loose and vicious, I half admire his mastery of the magical arts. They say he knows all the sigils lost to history, but I've heard it is said all of that stolen knowledge is why he speaks in different voices. Know anything about Karn? Oh, Ashen Grave. I won't question further.
Ask away. What is it you need?
I'm getting to be friends with her! Woo! Sort of. Slowly, very slowly getting there. Alright. Hi, Ash. How you doing? Fatebinder, it's good for you to report in. These days, it's difficult to judge friend from foe. I am displeased you recognize the former of the two. I see you've bought the Voices in the Rat's whoring spy. I need her by my side. At least until we get tired of each other. Don't worry, old man. I'm not gonna drive a blade in your spine. Not while you're wearing a breastplate as thick as the old walls anyways. After what's transpired at the well, this favor must hold fast on our allies. You are here because of your support at the siege, but I don't mistake your confidence for devotion. The Scar, of course, would not have you. I hope you convince me I made the right choice. What do you require? We have a realm in Kairos. What's our next move? Glory to the Overlord. We thought they were from a death realm. So, our little exercise in defiance wasn't a total failure? I'll try to find some cold comfort in that knowledge. I can only imagine that the Voices is driving his gangs with plots to storm his fortress. What would you have me do? I gotta go to the Blade Grave anyways. Who is this guy? Elder Bloodline. Why is he so important to the Edict? Has no one killed him yet? Blah 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 blah. Stone Sentinels, Iron Guard. You don't like the Southerners. Don't you see that contradictory? You used to... Yeah, Sure. Honor, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Where's my family? I defeated Black Echo, the Arkan War. I also defeated the Voices Nerat. So you defeated a bunch of fucking people. That's why he's pissed off at you. Most damage was... We did the most damage to the Voices Nerat. How did you rise to power? You mean the Aegis. Covered my turn. Protective shield. Okay. So turn on invited you. Decent promotion. You're a family man. You first 4 children. Strength she had. She was slain by Blood Echo. He failed to a illness. She's an excellent fighter. He was taken captive of the well and later died. Alright, I got lots of things to do, guys. And lots of things to loot. Alright. Who likes me and who hates me? Well, she's getting to like me a little bit. He really likes me. He likes and hates me. He really hates me. They really hate me. They pretty much hate me. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're going. We're going. Where are we supposed to go? What am I doing? Alright, Tribe Archons. Okay. Alright, so I have to kill what's-his-face. I have to... before he escapes. Alright, we'll go kill... we'll do what's-his-face. Or we'll just leave. We should just leave. I shouldn't piss Ashengrave off anymore! Because... reasons. Brack, how you doing?
My Lord Binder, you have something which requires my attention? What can I do for you?
So that's why voices
Won't happen.
That's why the Voices Nerat hates him, because he beat the shit out of him at one point. That's cool.